Good people, welcome back to JJ Tech Tutoring. As I told you that I'm going to be doing those models for you, right? So now we're going to be working on net present value, right? NPV, right? So I'm going to explain to you what an NPV is. So like I said, we are going to do net present value, right? So net present value is a financial metric that calculates the value of an investment, right? So don't forget that time value of money. So money today is worth more than the same amount in the future. So it helps us in decision making. So as a project manager, or maybe you're managing your own store, or you're managing the big companies, so it's very much important to understand these kinds of formulas. So even when you're a student, so you have to do these things with passion, because these are important things, right, in terms of decision making as a project manager. Now, if your NPV, if your NPV is greater than, if your NPV is greater than 0, then you have to accept the project. Then if your NPV is less than 0, then you have to reject the project. Right? Now, we're going to do a couple of examples, but then first and foremost, I would like to tell you what are these, right? So this one is just an initial investment. So it's just an initial investment, right? So this one is our net cash flow period. Is our net cash flow. Right? Now this one is our required rate of return. Right? And then this one, obviously, you can see it's T, so that means it's an inflation rate during period time. Right? So basically, I've explained everything. Right? Now, when we are solving this in an example, right? So as you can see, this table. So in an exam or in your test, then you will have to complete certain tables, right? Now, you don't have to worry about net flows. Net flows are the same as inflows. You just have to take this, copy it here. Then don't forget that this is our investment, our initial investment. That means automatically it comes negatively, right? So now discount factor. Discount factor. How do we find discount factor? Don't forget that this is our FT. This is our FT, right? So this is automatically is the subject formula of the equation, right? So to this equation, we can say, okay, for as much as for us to get NPV, we have to multiply the discount factor and the net cash flow, right? We have to multiply the discount factor and the net cash flow. So now when we are looking for final NPV, then we have to multiply a net flow multiply by discount factor. Discount factor. Now look at this formula. Just focus on this. Don't focus on the initial investment, right? So focus on FT 1 over 1 plus RT, right? So this part is our discount factor. This part is our discount factor. So that when you are looking for discount factor, you just have to take only this part. Now when you are looking for your NVP, then you have to take this net flow and multiply it by discount factor, right? So hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, then you can write in the comment section that you need clarification. Then I will be more than happy to help. Right now, come back to the question. We are given an initial investment of 100,000. Now we need to calculate the total NVP and see if it's going to give us positive or negative, so we can reject or accept the project, right? Now, as I said, that don't worry about net flows. You just have to take these, take them here. So outflows or outlays, then you just have to do the same thing. So you can ignore this for now, because we're not going to use this table. We are only going to use net flows, and net flows multiplied by the discount, and then we get our numbers, right? So now that means we have 100,000 here, negative 100,000. We take this 20,000, then 500,000. Is it 500,000? 50,000. This is 50,000. Then 50,000 again, and then we have 25,000. Right? So how do you get your discount factor? Like I said, discount factor 1 over 1 plus inflation rate, required return. Then this is how you get it, right? So what is our first one, right? So I forgot the question didn't give us the rate. So let us just say required, or this it's actually this value. So required rate of return. So let us say required rate of return is 15%, right? So that's what we are given. That means this is the percentage that we're going to use here, right? So we're going to say 1 over 1 plus 15%. I'm only going to do this one, and then you're going to do the rest, right? We're going to use calculator. So this is the one. So the first discounting factor is 1 over anything to the power 0 is 1. Then that means it's 1. So we can say it's 1. And then we can just have 6 figures. Then that means negative 100,000 multiplied by 1. Then it's going to give us obviously negative 100,000. Right. Then we're going to have it here. Right. Just have that negative in your mind. Just have that negative in your mind. Then we have to do the second one. Then 1 over, open brackets, 1 plus 15% to the power 1 now. To the power 1 now. Then it's going to give us 0.8696, right? So this one multiplied by this one, multiplied by 20k, it's going to give us 17391. Then we can just leave this, just write money. Now we're going to 1 over 1 plus 15% to the power 2 now, right? To the power 2 now, because we're at the third space. Then it's 0.7561, right? Then multiply by 50,000. Then it's going to give us 37,807. So this is our cash. Now, right now, okay, I managed to, the calculations was taking too long, but then as you have seen that you have to get your discount factor, right? You have to get this discount factor, and then from there you multiply this discount factor with your net flows to get this, right? So that means now here our last period was 5, right? So I said to get the discount factor, so that means I'm just gonna carry on with this part. It's just 25,000 multiplied by the discount factor. How did I get this? Then I just said 1 over 1 plus 15%, all brackets, all squared 2, all to the power 4, not 5, all to the power 4. Then I got this. Then from there, this multiplied by this, then it's this. Then we have to get our total NPV. We have to get our total NPV. So that means we're going to calculate this, and this. Then we get our total. But don't forget that 100,000 is our initial investment. So that means it's negative. Negative 100,000 plus 17,391 plus 37,000, then plus 32,875 plus 14,293, right? So the total is actually 2,366, right? And it's positive. So for as much as it's positive, then that means you have to invest. Then you have to approve the project. You have to accept the project, right? So that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, right? Then I'll see you when I'm doing discounted payback method and internal rate of return. Thank you so much. See you.